This week on What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, what's up? Welcome back to the What's the Remedy podcast. It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
Actually, right.
And this is your weekly conversation over mental health, mental issues, black issues, social issues, and all the other things that plague society. It's your prescribed antiseptic to toxic masculinity. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
I'm chilling. So we back. It is December, a little bit before Christmas. Got a few days before Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Not used to this now. Because all we had today was fall.
Yeah.
Man,
Shit was thick.
thick.
Thick ass fall.
I drove slow all the way to work.
Oh, yeah.
Pissed. Oh, it's okay. We made it safely.
As long as you made it safe, that's all that matters.
Yeah, some people did.
People got hurt.
It was one had one accident. Like somebody that died, ran to the back of the
Oh
truck.
my God.
I believe it. I mean, people were driving kind of crazy when I was out there anyway, because I have no idea. Like, it felt like, you know how Houston drivers do whenever it started raining outside?
Yeah.
And people drive, like, really slow or really fast, and there's just, like, no in between.
Yeah.
That's how it was out there in the fog. So,
Nah, I feel like they're moving the mist. Like some creature come out this bitch or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
scary stuff, man.
Yeah.
I like that shit. So, anyway, how was y'all's weekend? Your week leading up to this moment. This good Tuesday, Wednesday time.
I don't think I did it. That worked.
So yeah, work too.
Work.
You worked the weekend too?
Yeah.
Damn, cuz.
Work.
So I make $2.
You got dollars? A lot of singles.
Oh shit.
Not that kind of work. Not that weekend.
The way she's sliding down that pole.
Yeah, right.
Get your dollars, my nigga. Get it how you live, as they say. Get it how you live.
You too. Killing the hole.
If I can make some money off of it, shit.
Shit, I would right now. I would hesitate.
Nigga, you know what money they be making? Struggles.
I know. I just can't take my clothes off like that. And I can't take it.
Strippers make all the money.
Whatever.
No. Yeah, you ain't got no rhythm.
I do have rhythm. Got a mean cabbage patch.
You do the cabbage patch on the stripper pole, I guarantee you ain't nobody gonna give you no money.
Yeah.
Anywho.
They're like, come on, give her Ashley Ray some more dollars.
Come on.
I'm doing the extra rate first of all.
They say she got one more set. One more
What's your
set.
name be? Sapphire?
I don't know. I got a stupid name. I ain't thought about it.
It's like, get your butt off them wallets and get explain and say she got one more song. One more
She
song.
got one more song.
One more song.
Get her off the stage, y'all. Get her off the
And
stage.
hit with it. I think we're alone now.
I don't know for that. Just because you hit it, I'm like, shit.
That's all I got. Running business past this weekend.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Man. Well,
I go to white clubs. Good job.
That's where you make your money at.
I was gonna say
They
that's good.
kill me.
That's good stripper money because you be like the one of few black girls in a white club who white men gonna be making it rain on you.
Yeah.
Go to your white club, man.
Yeah, I'm some black club. You ain't making no money.
Yeah.
Cheap.
I ain't gonna make you work for a buck.
Yep. You gotta do some work for the black.
I work for this money to get some. You gotta work for my dollar.
You got to twerk.
Okay, enough about stripping. It's a job. Like that shit.
Shit. I have to make a journey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a while.
Yep. Anyway,
Been a minute.
so my weekend was cool too. I ain't really do nothing like whole week. Last week, and then like this is the last week of school, so like I don't really be doing nothing at work either. But I did this weekend. I went to a graduation. Shout out to some of my kids graduating. Well, one of my kids was graduating. One of my prior students was graduating from Lamar. She got a master's and shit. So I went out there, hung out with them, went to Lake Charles to the casino, all that kind of stuff.
You want some money?
I did. I came up. Well, I wasn't spending no money because I was like, I ain't gonna waste no money out here. So I took out $100, but I was like, I don't want to spend $10 in here.
Yeah.
So I put $10 in there, and I was like, that's it. And so I was like, I did some of the penny slots and shit. I came up a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay. So I went to like the roulette table and started betting on that. So I came up about $30 or so, $30, $40. I was up.
Yeah.
And then like, I didn't really do nothing with the money but buy some food and some of the drink. So
Hey, it was free food, free drink.
that's what I'm saying. Money on the golden nugget. And I ate and drank off the golden nugget.
Higher than LaBerge, so.
Yeah, I didn't go to LaBerge though, so it's cool. I mean, it was good for what it was. I ain't tripping on it. What was I gonna say? I had something to say. Oh, what I did notice is, okay, so I always call all my students my kids, and I was like, it's my kids, blah blah blah, all this shit. And I realized this weekend, I was like, dog, y'all are like in the same age bracket I am, because these kids are like 26, 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, I didn't realize we were that close in age.
Yeah.
I'm just over 30, so it's like we in the same age bracket. I'm like,
So
I always call
date
kids.
one of your students?
Hell no.
No, yeah, you sound okay.
No.
That's what it is.
No. I'm
That's what
saying
you're
that
trying
Is that the thing to do now?
I'm trying to figure out how she got that from that.
He's just trying to say that he don't want us to know. That's why he's like, they
Nah.
same age bracket. You know,
Hell
they
no.
one of his damn students.
First of
Keep
all,
going.
the one that was graduating came with her boyfriend, and that's who I was there for.
Okay.
And so the other thing is, I was just saying, like, as far as hanging out and stuff like that,
Oh, you
it's
hang out with
weird.
them.
It's weird to hang out with them because I always think of them as being like kids and
Really?
students.
You still think about those little kids?
Yeah. Like, I told them when they were like 20 years old, I was like, man, y'all ain't old enough. Y'all can't even drink, blah, blah, blah. I don't even think I had a drink with them until they were almost 25. So I was like, yeah, I always looked at them as being kids, but I just really came to the realization this weekend. I'm like, damn, y'all like close in age to me.
Well, this is pretty much the age like your younger brother.
Right. So, same thing with my little brother, because my little brother's 25 now. And I'm like, damn, he's actually like, yeah, he's an adult now. So
Yeah.
like, he can do things with me. Whereas like before, when I graduated from college, he was still in high school. And so like it's a big age difference, but as you get older, age difference doesn't really look, and the age differences never look like as much. It's like when people talk about dating, like you have them like older women with young men or old men with young women, and if somebody was like 22 dating a 16-year-old, that would be crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
But if you have a 38-year-old dating a 32-year-old, you don't look like shit. You know what I'm saying? So like this, age difference was a funny thing as you get older, and I just noticed that this weekend. That was my big epiphany. I'm not trying to date no damn kids. Not trying to date no damn kids. Anyway, moving right along to the check yourself segment for today. Our main segment for today is going to be, well, basically, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. One of the big things was like, as far as like pop culture goes, was that Cardi B and Offset were like supposed to get in a divorce and all that kind of stuff. They split up, they're separated. They're talking about divorce and all that kind of stuff, and that's a big conversation within itself. But one of the biggest things that we wanted to kind of discuss, because we discuss, mental health issues and, things that contribute to people's mental health, is we wanted to talk about just doing too much. Because, as some of you may know, where was Cardi B at? She was at
some kind of festival.
Yeah,
and she was the first female headliner of that festival ever.
Yeah,
So
it was a big festival.
So it was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big festival.
How do you let him come on that thing?
We're going to get to that too, because I have that question. But, okay, so basically, to give you a rundown of what happened, Cardi B was performing at this festival. She's the headliner. She's big time, blah, blah, blah. And then they stopped in the middle of her set, and Offset, separate her estranged husband, comes on the stage, and he rolls out these cards with all this stuff saying, "Take me back, Cardi," blah, blah, blah. He comes out and he come out there and, yeah, he hit her with the bruh. But I mean, he basically he's putting a lot of effort into trying to get her back. He's put out videos, other rappers have put out videos, like all this stuff is going on.
All the cheating ass rappers. The fuckboy rappers. Yeah.
All these people trying to get them back together.
The fuckboy rappers.
So I guess the question for today is, and then what we're going to be discussing for today is, when is it doing too much? When have you gone too far? Where do you draw the line? And we'll just stay on that situation. Like, if you want to get back with somebody, where do you draw that line? Like, where's the stopping point? Or is there a stopping point?
I mean, who you asking?
I'm asking everybody in the room.
What's doing too much?
That's what I'm asking you.
I've been told I do the most.
So for you, Ashley, since you are a resident doing too much person.
What's up?
What,
I mean,
what,
I'm trying my
what is
best.
too much for you? What is your limit? What's the furthest that you'll go to bother somebody about some shit like that? Yeah. You don't have no limit. You ain't got no limit.
No filter,
No
no limit,
limit.
no limitations.
No limit soldier. I thought so. Yeah, I probably. It depends. Man.
You going all out. You rolling shit on the stage and doing all that. Like, you
No,
think
I ain't
that's cool?
doing that.
Why not?
But that's not my life. I don't know nobody like that. So
Can you show
I
it?
mean,
Okay, let's put it this
my
way.
life.
You show up to a dude's job, talk
No, I
about.
never, because I don't need you to do that for me. Don't show. That's money. And I know I'm a little bit. I ain't that much crazy.
So that would be your limit. You don't go to people's job.
Show up at your house.
I was just gonna say that, like you feel like stuff was like stuff wasn't settled. You like, hey, we need to talk. Like,
Nah.
like yeah.
But not your job.
What if you can't get in touch with them? They're not at home. You don't know where they're at.
Okay.
So the only place you absolutely know where they go is when they're at work.
I can't do that. I'm just gonna have to suck it up.
Okay. So that would be your limit then.
You know, her.
You're not fucking with work.
That's his job.
That's pretty good. I didn't know you had limits, Ashley. That's good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I actually do with the money because that's my money in a way.
It's not your money because y'all
Oh,
ain't
no,
together.
no.
Y'all ain't together
It's
no more.
always, no. You gonna have to pay something. You gonna have to pay for me to take me out, my bills. You know, my money. Next,
Y'all ain't together. So
we're together.
I think that's where the
like both bars.
yeah, it's like both parties. Just keep it at your house.
You need to keep
But-
your job, though. Just to be honest, I wouldn't want to mess up a man's livelihood. I do say a lot of crazy shit.
That's the dope opinion.
I know that's very honorable.
Thank you. Come getting that. I have never messed with a man, but I did show up at a nigga's house before.
Just show up at a house, but not a job.
Bang back. Yeah.
Wow, that's. I mean, like I said, that's really.
That's not good, but I'm a little bit humble with some stuff, you know. I'm an adult with some things I'm not. So
I feel you. What about you, Wash? What do you feel like is your limit?
Before as what?
what you got?
Like, I'm saying I have limits on a lot of stuff. I'm not.
Would you create
A fake page?
fake page to find out?
I want to create a fake
Speaking of
page.
fake pages.
You got a fake page?
Hell no. If I had a nigga fake page me, I ain't like that shit.
I was gonna say like there's different types of limits. So.
Okay, so she's not
No,
talking.
no.
She's not. I'm gonna give you the scenario.
Okay.
Okay. Go
Y'all
ahead.
been together.
Get to it.
You did some shit.
Got you.
She caught you in a lie.
It's not gonna happen.
Shut up. She caught you in a lie.
Okay.
Like, I'm done with this shit. I ain't blah blah blah. She goes on Instagram and be like, oh man, I ain't got a nigga no more. What's up? Instagram, I'm free. Bam, puts it on there. What do you do? Because you was like, I don't want her to go nowhere.
Then you actually want her back, is what she's saying.
So I want her back, but I want her back, but she out here pubbing and she's free.
Right, she ain't got no bounds.
She sends little signs. People know she's free. Like, you know how women we put up.
Yeah, but
We
like,
put up like, let go and let God. You be like, oh, she wasn't bad at that nigga.
I understand the little terms, but like you say, they post doing me type
Doing
of.
me, girl, you belong with somebody, like just great.
Yeah, all the memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the memes and stuff like what. Well, in that situation, like I don't want you to go nowhere.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do nothing crazy.
You're
Like,
not gonna do anything.
yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing.
What you gonna do?
Okay, so I guess the question is, do you just call like one time and if she don't
You
answer,
call
then it's
30
cool?
times. You call for love.
I'm not calling goddamn 30
Fuck
times.
that. You see that damn phone ringing. That's
So-
love.
No, I didn't show up at the house before.
Ooh.
It popped up?
Yeah,
Did it pop up?
because I wanted like something to like address
You
or like
popped
that.
up?
Yeah, I popped up.
How many times you called before you popped up? Did she know you was coming?
It's not a pop up if they know you come.
Yeah,
That's true. How many times you called? I called. The nigga ain't good phone. I popped up.
But that's a pop up. If they don't answer, then it's still a pop up. Yeah.
yeah. No, I didn't pop up. Okay, we talking about crazy shit. Okay, we go here. It's not like that. No,
Let
no.
me get comfortable for this.
No, I've had a situation with somebody who owed money and stuff like that. In a situation, I'm talking about like in a female relationship.
Yeah.
Application B where stuff was old and stuff like that, and you basically kind of just fucked me over.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm calling, you kind of not responding, you kind of dodging and stuff like that. So I pop up at the house, And I pop up at the house and I park. In the apartments, like I can see where you gonna park at, and I'm on the phone with you, and we talk. I'm on the phone with you. I'm on the phone with you, and we talking, and you pull into work space, and you talking like, oh yeah, well you know I gotta do this and that, blah blah. And I'm like, you know I see you right. You know I see you. I say, no, I see you right. I see you parking right, and they park, and when I said that, what? And they backed up out the parking spot.
And drove off.
And drove off, and I drove behind them. And I followed behind them, but they lost me in traffic.
Fuck. She good.
Yeah.
What's her name?
That's my old shit. I was like, what the fuck?
She said, oh, you money?
Huh? Oh,
Yup.
same person. Just like that. Same situation. Showed up at the job.
You showed up at the
I showed
job?
up at the job.
You showed up at her job?
Yeah, I ain't going at the job.
Did you just tell her?
No, because we supposed to meet. We supposed to meet at the job.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Supposed to meet at the job, whatever. And
She wasn't answering.
no, at the time we were supposed to meet, I was like, I had some other stuff to do.
Mhm.
I'm like, hey, you supposed to meet me here. You supposed to go into work at this time. Hit me up with some excuses, whatever. Well, you know, this and that, my thing. I got to do this with that. I'm gonna be late to work. Blah blah blah. Why are we saying that? Not knowing I'm already in the parking lot at the job. I see you get out the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going to work. I say, yeah, no, I see you, right? I see you going to work. Next thing, start scurrying in the job. And stuff. So I was like, I'm not gonna go left on the situation, and go in the job with her.
Then she on the right side. Nigga, you chasing me. You supposed to get crunk. Like some crazy shit.
It was, like I said, we
You don't stalking ass nigga.
we ended up handling it with them because like some stuff had to be said and handled it. I'll never forget that time though because that was the first time I went left with my mom. I didn't go off on her, but she called me in that time frame, and she was like, "I can't hear you. What's wrong?" And I'm like, "This motherfucker over here, this man." She was like, "Calm down. It's gonna be okay."
I can't see you even doing this shit.
Yeah,
I
I was
can
that
nigga,
hot that
I'm not here. I'm waiting, but not at the job. I ain't never did that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that bad being in the parking lot of the job though. Like if it was understood already and now
We supposed to meet there already.
Well,
Yeah.
I had a dude like lie to me, and I got asked him over and over. Like I already knew he lied about this chick, and so we were just dating. And
Yeah.
he was like, "No, I would never." And actually, I was trying to reverse the shit because I got caught up with something, and like I found out he did something. So I was like, "Good, we both wrong." So
Yeah.
he basically lied, and so when I told him he lied, I was like, "Forget this, and I'm gone." So I left, but he sent flowers to my job, which I didn't like.
You don't like flowers being sent to your
Don't
job?
send that shit to my job. I didn't want him to send nothing to my job.
But I thought that was like a good thing since it's up to
Nosy
your
people.
job.
Nosy people. I'm good.
But I mean, those people know
Nigga,
that.
I'm single at the job. Nobody got a work boyfriend. Thank you.
Mhm.
You know?
Now you putting the pressure on your work boyfriend. That's why you gotta apply that
I just
pressure.
didn't want nothing. I just don't like that. Don't send me nothing at this job. We good.
Oh.
I end up giving flowers to my mom.
So showing up to work is not a good
No,
thing.
it's not. You got no. I don't think it was good. You thought it was okay over there.
No, we was meeting.
You
No, we supposed to meet there.
okay.
Like he had a valid
But you
reason.
didn't that. You didn't just pop up.
No, I didn't pop up there, but like I say, he was trying to get. I popped up at the apartment though.
Some people got security, at their job.
At the
Can't
job,
get in.
Yeah, so
Can't get in.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like, and my thing is, I've never been in that situation, and I understand not showing up to somebody's place of work. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like the Cardi B situation was so interesting because it's like that's her job.
But then she looked like she was about to go to hell. If they weren't there, she was gonna go to hell off.
Yeah, she was, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you at work, let's say you at work, and a nigga show up at your job, and like Ashley, I've been trying to call you, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I just want us to be together. Like, what are you gonna do?
Man, I seen a dude come to the job I used to work at and beat the hell out of a girl.
Oh shit, no, that's a different story.
That's why I was like,
That's
no,
good.
I don't need you to come up here. Like,
But what I'm asking you, like, what if they just trying to get you back? Like, just
I'm
ask,
at work.
you gonna go off on
Do
it?
it look like I ain't got no break time. Well, I'm not gonna go off because I don't want anybody to see that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, like you said, Cardi was like she was gonna go off, but like
But
you
I don't
gotta
know
be
how to,
professional.
but I'm just saying she did it very well. I don't know how to hide it on my face, so I'll probably gonna say something.
That's what I'm saying. I think you would probably say something to him. at the job.
But
Lose my damn job.
But then that goes to another question about that situation, whatever. Like, do you feel he was very sincere, or a person being sincere in that moment? Or do you feel like when people do stuff like that, do they make the moment really about them?
It's about them because you feel sad. You ain't worried about how I'm feeling. You up here. Why are you up here? Nigga, take some time out. Get your shit together. You can be consistent and keep sending me flowers. Don't just do it right now to hurt me and get me back. And then like next week you be like, fuck it, I tried. And basically it's dead now. Then you go get an Instagram hoe. Why couldn't you keep that same energy you show me right now through the whole damn marriage? You basically cheated on this girl too many times. She tired. She tired of fake. And then she did the most by telling us she about to get a divorce to me.
Okay, let me ask you this, because one of the other arguments that came up with that was he cheated on her, right? So
Yeah.
it was a public thing. Everybody knew because the girls started posting, the girls who were cheating were posting the messages and all that kind of stuff. So it was a real public display of his cheating and all the bad stuff he did, which is essentially why they ended up just going ahead and separating, because he had done it before, but it wasn't just on that scale where it was like everything was out, and it had been too many times. So they eventually separated. So the argument came up that since it was such a big problem, since it was such a big mistake and such a big thing, this cheating thing came out so public, that's why he felt like the apology needed to be grand.
They don't.
So you don't think like the apology should match?
It should be between you and him. People that shouldn't matter. That girl just want to be seen. We don't know who that chick is. She knows she had to use Cardi B name his and put herself out there. I never want to be somebody like, oh look, this nigga was texting me. I don't need to do that.
Right. You don't need to. Yeah.
She want some type of clout, and she got what she want.
She did. That's what all of them do.
Yeah, you want somebody to be like, oh, well, she alright. He was trying to fuck with her. Like, then you probably go to her page. What she have, nigga?
More likely.
Yeah.
So
she about that.
let's bring it into like a real life situation, because like you said, Cardi and Offset, that's something that nobody really relates to unless you're just in that
I can't relate
business.
to I can't relate to
Let's say it's like somebody fuck up with like one of your friends or something like that. Like dude get caught cheating by your friend, and your friends, all the people know about it. So now everybody knows that he cheated on you, blah blah blah, and he want to get you back. Do you think that he should apologize to where everybody knows that he's admitting his fault?
Why? Some people don't. They matter, but this is our relationship. You should take care of me and you. Fuck them right now.
So fuck them, but
you can take care of me, how I feel. Fuck how they feel about us. Take care of my mental. Get me back to where I need to be. If you're gonna stay with them, but women always gonna think you're gonna cheat me. It's always in that.
I mean, but that's just common. Just once you lose that trust, that's it. Once you lose trust,
talking to that bitch again.
yeah.
That bitch in the bathroom. Yeah, it's always like that.
So you don't want them to do too much. So
That's why friends should never tell another friend what you're going through. They're like, you still mess with that dude after you cheated with that stripper girl? Mm-hmm.
it's true. Because like, and the thing is, and that's why like I said, that's why the argument came up about making a big public apology, because once everybody knows, even if it's not on that scale, like let's say your friend group, like if your friend group knows, then it's like a lot of people don't want to look bad in front of their friends.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
they got stuff too you probably don't know about, but I feel like, no, you ain't got to explain nothing to nobody like that.
But you shouldn't have to explain that to your friends, period. They're your
Nah,
friends.
they your friend, they don't know like
because they should feel the same thing, like they should understand, because ain't nobody. It's the bad part when you have a friend that want to jump stupid with the other person,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they ain't got no problems in their life and shit like that.
Yeah.
You gotta have that understanding.
Like my friends, I have a couple of friends, I know they man be probably cheating or they did cheat. I never once told them, hey, you should leave that nigga alone. I'm just here to listen. I probably seen your dude out there. I learned the hard way with telling somebody, hey, your dude was trying to talk to so and so. They left me alone.
Right.
So that nigga flipped everything on me. Like, oh, she ain't got no man, she trying to stop us.
I
He
think-
told me, you think what you said was gonna stop me and her? I was like, well, I was trying to be a good friend.
He was right.
He was right.
But I mean, okay, so one of the things that I noticed about that is, let's say, damn, I lost my train of thought. But So anyway, like as far as that apology goes, it's important to not, like you said, not involve everybody in your business. And so like, but yeah, and you know what? That was the other thing. So not like 25, 26. That video
was so like
when he was talking on that video. Yeah, that's what I said.
I could never be with you.
Like I never noticed how young Offset was until he did
He
that
sounded like
Instagram
he was
video.
like he don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Stop
He sounded
doing
like
that.
he sounded like a kid, like a high school kid.
I really
Which-
want to be back.
Which is another issue because you sound like you ain't been taught. Cause like a lot of people,
Right.
because a lot of people's comments was like, oh well, you know, he
What
he-
role
he-
models he had?
yeah, what role models he have? He
probably
must have had no male figure. Well, that came out
Yep.
today.
That's not true.
Yeah,
did?
He's a
his
great
name's
man. His father was a great man of alpha.
yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
You know what I'm saying? That like he had a good family environment. He
How you know
loved it.
his dad was that type of father that taught him anything? Because it seemed like he.
Well, I mean, it's not that he. We're not saying that he taught him something, but we're saying that he had a nuclear family. Like, cause you know, a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, he probably was raised by his mom and he ain't had no
yeah,
father
his dad.
figure."
Okay, his dad. Okay,
Yeah.
his dad was alpha. That don't mean his dad.
But that's the thing though. They had a recent picture of the family,
Like,
whatever.
they have family pictures.
No.
I'm
I'm actually trying to fight.
I guess we gotta
take
describe
a
it.
picture with somebody.
No, I guess we gotta describe it. The way it's coming off.
You
The way,
don't know.
the way everything is coming off of that, right? They were saying like how you saying the persona or whatever was like, oh, he must not have no father figure in his life. He got no real strong family background. Well, where they stayed at, you know what I'm saying, Wyndham County, whatever case it be, that was like it's like the suburbs, whatever. They was like they have he has two parents with her, right? It was like the way they have people that say like, oh yeah, the way he come from, the way he raised, whatever. It's not like how he portrays himself.
Oh,
Like
so you ain't.
like your background, whatever that you portray yourself now, that's not your background.
That's not where he come from. He like Clarence.
Clarence,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Clarence.
and that's everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. Like, nigga, you Clarence.
Yeah.
But you act like you know what I'm saying. You this and that. Went to jail recently, 2 times, trying to get street cred, but that's not who you are. Like you are the nigga that's on the video 2-3 years ago, pop locking in your room.
Yeah.
And
Nothing's wrong with that though.
no, but
There's
it's
nothing wrong with being that person.
that's who you are. You're not this hood dude jumping in the crowd, punching people and shit. That's not who you are.
Who did that?
He did that before. Like at a concert they had, he jumped in the crowd, hissing.
But just to tie it back to what we're talking about as far as like the cheating thing and everything, like it's niggas that are built for those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's niggas out there that cheat and they just really like they enjoy it, they good at it, like that's what they do. They don't have no remorse for anything like that. Like I'm not saying he has remorse. I'm not even saying he's being sincere, but you could tell by his apology that he don't know what to do. Like he's not good at this.
I think he used to cheat.
I think
Like I say, he got multiple kids and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I think he used to cheat. I just think he's not used to being this kind of spotlight
Right.
on this
To
situation.
actually having to take accountability
Yeah,
for
she
it.
a different type of chick.
Because you cheat on the other chick, on the other women, whatever. Everybody kind of like, okay, you just cheating.
Right.
But you cheating on Cardi B, who has a name for herself, and people coming at you like you a dumbass, you this and that. That's a whole new situation for you.
And like just to tie back into our main topic is about doing too much. So I'm going to talk about Ariana Grande. So Pete Davidson is going through a lot of stuff because of that. And they talk about his depression and they talk about Mac Miller committing suicide and all that kind of stuff.
Blame her.
They're blaming her, but I think it's it's not exactly the same thing, but it's another case of like, I don't want to say doing too much because depression is real, but it's a reaction to what's been going on. And they're saying that, a lot of Pete Davidson's reaction is to their relationship ending and that kind of stuff.
But he in a situation because not because of the depression, because he was doing too much.
Exactly.
You were sending Mac Miller text messages talking about where you got his gal pretty much.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's why she broke up with him.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's still in the same vein of just doing too much and not staying in your lane.
Just chill.
And the same thing happens like if you we're talking about the apology, we're talking about the cheating, we're talking about all that kind of stuff. Okay, so if Offset had first of all, let's say he had cheated like once and it was like a mistake, that's one thing, and then you can apologize, and it doesn't have to be a public apology. And like we said, no matter who knows, the only people that really matter in all of that is the person that you're with. Whatever y'all are working out with each other, y'all can work out with each other. And then if somebody has something to say about it, fuck them. Like, they don't matter. Nobody else should matter. I know that this is different because they're in the public eye and they have images to uphold.
In that too.
Yeah, and they're Instagram people. Like they're young. Both of them are young.
That's why I was like, all that, y'all like to record and tell you what you're doing. I'm good. I don't need to know.
Right.
But because
We older.
Yeah, because this is my thing with that. Y'all get on both of them. Y'all, just everybody, y'all get on social media and talk on there. Y'all not talking to each other. Y'all talking to us.
Right.
Right.
You so worried about what we're thinking.
Yeah, I can kill that.
Y'all talking about my
Baby
child's
daddy.
father, and you don't know like who's gonna love you. I was like, Cardi, just go to bed, baby. Go to bed.
I agree and I disagree. The only reason I don't agree with it is, like, I agree because they shouldn't, like, their relationship is their relationship. It shouldn't matter what everybody else thinks. The only reason I disagree with that is they make their money off of their public image. So if they feel like their public image is tainted, then they feel like they have to do something to reconcile it. So they're making public apologies. They're doing all of that kind of stuff because they. But I don't know whose publicist thought that shit was cool.
That
Like,
wasn't cool. It's like she put that shit out to send about the divorce, and then she put a picture of her baby.
like,
I was like, what the hell?
who on their team is allowing all this shit to happen? Because the other thing was, like you brought up earlier, Ashley, when Offset brought all that stuff on stage, her team had to know. Like, nobody just allowed him out
And
there.
I think her team be liking this shit.
But then again, they have the same team, so
Oh.
Yeah.
they both have the same
Like,
management.
we want to see y'all get back together.
They-
Throw that nigga out there.
They on the same label. They have the same managers.
Are you
Like,
serious?
yeah, they all together. Like, they toured together. The Migos and Cardi B were doing all their shows together.
Stand by your man.
So, I mean, everybody's saying they like, how did their team allow that? But they had the same team. So they probably just were like, oh, fuck it, just let them do
Y'all
it.
think she gonna get back with him?
Yes. Without a doubt.
And then he gonna cheat on her again, and they gonna be in the same place.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna cheat on her.
Oh,
No, he gonna cheat on her again, but this time she's gonna go back to her old ways of being like, y'all don't know what the fuck we got going on. And that,
But she said that before.
And then she
that's what I'm saying. She's gonna go back to that.
until she gets somebody else, and then he probably gonna leave her alone.
Yeah, she gonna cheat one time, and
Get
that's it.
somebody else pregnant.
No, she gonna get somebody else. Like, she gonna find somebody else. She gonna cheat, and then that's gonna be the end of it. Because niggas don't go back after the first time most of the time. They could cheat a million times, and then after that one time, they be like, "Oh no, fuck that, can't do that no." Okay, but we'll end this conversation with this. We'll end this.
Say that shit again.
That's it.
Say
A
that shit.
nigga would do what he want for the whole relationship.
Yeah, but as soon as we cheat,
As soon as you had lunch with somebody, that's it. Oh, you went to lunch with that
Oh,
nigga?
yeah, you,
Oh, hell no.
you had salad. That's all that we do. That we eat salad together.
We eat salad together. What the fuck you doing?
I'm like, oh my god.
Speaking to you right now,
Right?
Yeah, no. Once you had lunch, that's
Verbal
it.
shit.
cancel.
That's it. Hey, you had lunch with a nigga? Like, but you been fucking hoes. You been fucking hoes this whole time.
The
You know,
whole time.
no, we're not
The
even
whole
talking about that.
time.
Though.
The whole time.
That's how that conversation got. But we ain't even talking about that. No, we're not even talking about that. Like, you bringing up old shit. You went to lunch though, my nigga? Like,
You
really?
had
No,
ranch
no,
dressing?
no.
You had ranch and croutons?
So you walk with your man or whatever, and the nigga that know you, like, oh man, hey Ash, what, you doing good? You like, yeah, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Well, see, I'll catch you later. So nigga just call you Ash?
Ash? Y'all got nicknames?
Yeah, I mean nicknames, bro? Nicknames?
I mean, I know him. Oh, you know that nigga.
Oh, you know that
Oh,
nigga?
you
huh?
know him? Biblically?
Do you know him? Or do you know him?
Yeah, nah. You know that nigga like Adam knew Eve, my nigga?
Yeah, cancel.
Yeah, that's it. But just to round this out, like, the big thing is to know your limitations of what you can, what's gonna go too far, and what I mean, because a lot of times I don't think in a real situation showing up to somebody's job is probably not gonna go over well. For some people it might be good. Or their house, either one. Pop ups ain't really gonna go that well normally. I feel like you need to know.
Did you pop up at the bar if you know he at the bar?
Now that's not. I don't think there's something wrong with that.
That nigga might not like this.
No, he might not gonna like it, but I think that's better than the house or the job.
Pop up to them. What's up, nigga?
I think anytime you pop up with somebody at a public place, there's always gonna be some
There's a chance.
some anxiousness to go down. Cause like
Yeah.
some people like because like people always think like, oh, there's a lot of people, ain't nothing gonna pop off.
Oh no.
You never fucking know.
No, that's
Yeah,
the worst
matter.
case for me, probably. Don't do that.
Yeah, because some people like to put on a show, and they like to have an audience.
Yeah, I hate.
I don't.
If you that kind of person, yeah, don't talk to me. I'll just walk off.
Yeah.
So now they got the new thing. They like to record shit.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like,
Word start on
yeah,
you.
I'm not trying to be on there.
Ashley gonna be on the website cussing some nigga out.
Tell you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
But I think I'm saying you're not. But but like in reality, just it's important to keep in mind that know your limitations, know what's good for your relationship, and only worry about what's going on with you and that person. Not even just romantic relationships. When you're dealing with people in general, know when you don't want to go too far. Pop-ups and doing things like that, that's kind of going too far. I mean, for some people that may work, but for most people, they're not going to take well to you showing up, especially if they place a business. So never to do too much.
That's why you don't tell nobody where you work at.
I have one last question for y'all. So let's say it's not a pop-up and nothing like that. Like, how many times do you call or text somebody without them responding?
No limit.
No limit on that either?
Like twice.
Yeah. I feel like 2 is
Hold
good.
on. What? Just wait. What?
I feel like
Did we get in an argument?
yeah, like or anything like you some kind of falling out happen. Whether it be you don't have to be like cheating that kind of stuff, but it's just
If I want to talk to you.
that's what I'm saying. Like let's say you want to
I
talk
called
to them,
somebody 8 times. I was trying to get them up.
they were asleep.
Maybe it's 4:30 in the morning. Yeah.
What?
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. He called me at 2. Waking my ass up, so I feel like wake your ass up.
Like I said, I'm gonna call. You don't answer whatever. I send a text. I'm gonna send a text with whatever question I have. Then I'm gonna have if I don't get a response back in a certain time, then I'm gonna have another text to me like, hey, everything good, blah blah, whatever, or what's going on. If I don't get a response to that, then
That's it.
It depends what type of relationship you got. He called 6 times, I called 8. That's the type of relationship
Yeah,
you got.
that's extra. But I'm talking about like normal.
both people extra.
Oh, no, one.
Both of y'all
I'm
are
gonna
extra.
and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna text like, hey, I'm just
No, but I'm saying like if you ever fallen out with somebody, or not even a falling out, but just like you've lost contact with somebody, and so like let's say you text them one time and you don't get a response.
I'm only gonna call once and text.
You call
I'll
once,
probably
text
just call
once. I heard somebody told me they had a rule of like 2 forms of communication and that's it.
That's not that rule.
Like
See
either
that shit.
if I text you and I call you, that's it. Or if I called you and then I comment on something on Instagram or something, that's it. That's 2.
I'm like, now I got ghosts because I called and I text and then I see him post shit out on Instagram. He good.
That's like I said, that's a big one of doing too much. Like what we're talking about, like people be saying like you talking to somebody new, whatever, and you text them and you don't respond back, and they be like, "Damn, so what's good?" This and that. And like I said, I hit you up like 10 minutes ago.
Like
People be doing too much. They be like they want that
too
instant.
much. So how long? Okay. So I text him, hey, how's everything going? How long do I wait to text again?
I mean,
I'm not texting again.
I don't believe in texting again.
Me neither.
Like I would go a full day. I'll go a full day before I'll be like, okay, let me try.
We gotta be on good communication that I'm texting again, calling.
I'm gonna say like I give almost a full day before I find another form of communication. I'm not texting again. I'm not gonna double text it. But instead of double texting, I call the next day and be like, hey, make sure everything's good. Oh yeah, and they explain what happened. That's cool. But if you text one day, they don't respond, and you call the next day and they still don't answer or respond to that either, you gotta let them people go.
Okay.
Man.
So I text and then they ain't text me back till Monday. And then I never text back, and then they text me back the next day saying, damn, no reply. You what? You gave me 5 days. I wait 5 more days. I'm petty. So
That's being petty. That's just being petty.
But he said, no reply. You never replied to me. I was mad when you said it. Let me know you mad. Did you see the shit?
Right. And that's my thing. I'd rather you just tell me, hey, this pissed me off.
It said red. I don't know. And by the time he texted me Monday and talking about shit, I'm good. I don't want to talk about that shit no more.
That's a good way to piss somebody off. When you look at your stuff, you're like, oh, they looked at it?
Yeah.
They seen it?
Oh yeah, they seen it. They seen it.
And nigga read that shit. I was like, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had a whole weekend to party. Then Monday you want to respond with a long ass paragraph thinking I'm going to say something. So I read that shit.
Conversation over.
Basically, I got shit to say. I still ain't had shit to say. I ain't got nothing to say. He was like, I just want to express my feelings. Great.
It be like that, man. Bottom line, know when you're doing too much. Know when you're doing
I
too
ain't
much.
never doing too much. I ain't doing too much.
You always doing you right about that. You always doing too much.
Yeah. So anyway, moving right along. And shit, why you up? You got me on beer?
He want another bill.
Damn, Ashley.
They want to
I'm not gonna edit this shit out, so it's just gonna stay in there now.
Water.
He's so healthy, actually.
I'm not really.
All right, so anyway, we're gonna move on to the next segment. All right, so the line of dot segment this week. There's a few things that came up just on social media that they warrant conversation, but we're just not gonna get them long conversation, which is why we throw them in this section. So one of the things that came up was there's a football player on Monday Night Football. He plays for the Bears. He proposed to his girlfriend of the Caucasus Mountains. The
Siberian Queen.
Caucasian persuasion.
Okay.
So he had a white girlfriend. So he proposed to her, whatever. So it turns out, you know what happens to people when you get brought into the spotlight out of nowhere nowadays?
It's trying to
Your old
see where
shit
your
coming up.
Yeah.
Old shit coming up. So her old tweets came up. She had some tweets. And I read
How
through.
long ago?
I read the 2012 when she was in college. So she was. They went through her tweets and she was saying some things. Some of them weren't as bad as people were saying they were. They weren't good. Like it's not some shit.
White too. You
But
know
it's not some shit white people should just be participating in. Like, okay, so basically the tweet said things like, she said something about she wanted him to have like mixed babies because mixed babies are so cute. So she was talking about black dudes. She had a tweet about a dude that was trying to talk to her, but she was like, he too dark. He looked like burnt toast.
So we say that all the time.
And she dated. Well, and when she was in college, she dated nothing but black dudes anyway. And so she had some tweets about white dudes pissing her off, and she's like, "This is why I stick with black dudes anyway." That kind of stuff. She's a white girl that like black dudes.
Because
But
black girls say that shit all the time.
They don't like the fact that she's talking about mixed babies. She's talking about black people, and then they talked about her tweets having nigga in them.
Whoa.
But all the tweets that had nigga in them were like song lyrics. I don't think she should be comfortable tweeting
Yeah,
nigga
but she
in her
just
tweet.
ain't saying nigga. I hate
Yeah,
nigga.
no, she wasn't
She's
like
nigga.
niggas. Like she, it was like Drake
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah, he can say that, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
It was like Drake lyrics. It was like a Gucci Mane song. It was like a Gucci Mane song she was quoting on there. It was a lot of stuff. She like nigga shit. She dated number black people.
I just feel like she say stuff that black women say all the time. Black women, like, I want my baby to have good hair.
Basically,
Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
that's exactly what she was
I
saying.
can't fuck with him. He look like burnt toast. We say that shit.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
I agree.
She shouldn't say it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The only thing
She
I
don't
don't
have
agree
right
with.
skin tone.
Yeah, she
Keep
ain't
that shit to yourself, but unfortunately we say that shit.
she ain't one of us, so it's a
It's
little
hard.
bit different.
And that's the crazy part. 'Cause I can relate. But then again, okay, I ain't gonna tell nobody to look like burnt toast. I think it's funny. I got friends like that.
Yeah, like people be black.
Yeah.
But
I got
I
friends
mean,
who all the fuck with light skin dudes. They don't want no dark skin babies.
I think what ends up happening, and it's not just with like white women that date black men or whatever. Just people that be in black spaces that aren't black, where it be like Mexicans.
Yeah.
No, like Mexicans, white people, all the people that be around black people a long time, they get comfortable. And sometimes they get a little bit too comfortable. And so they be like, they hear the jokes that black people tell each other, and they be like, hell yeah, and they join in. You gotta be like, hey, hold on.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Hell yeah, nigga.
No, Susie.
Nah, this ain't the one. This ain't where you need to go.
No, Becky, you can't say that.
Yeah, so I think it's just a case of her getting a little bit too comfortable with black people. Like she was around black people a lot, and she felt like she could just participate in all the black people shit, and you can't. That's just not.
So can I participate in white people stuff?
I don't want to participate in black people.
I'm just
But
asking, like, can I
this
go
is my thing though.
what's that stuff?
It's the bullshit of falling in the trap that I gotta put all my thoughts onto
On Twitter,
on
yeah.
Twitter, on the computer.
That's what y'all get. Twitter.
I was like, you can tweet, but you gotta know and you can tweet, but you gotta be like, whatever I tweet today, if it comes out 5 years later, I'ma still stand by whatever the fuck I just said.
I said something saying black men don't like me, and I still stand by that shit
But that's
today.
perfectly fine.
But you have to take into account, and I'm not defending, the shit on Twitter at all, but I'm defending the fact that, like, a lot of shit be old, and sometimes people grow. Because, like, somebody had made a comment. Somebody made a comment.
Don't want no black, black burnt toast, baby.
But somebody made a comment that they were like, you can't, they're like, you're not going to grow from being a racist. I don't necessarily agree with it, because I think that there could be growth. Like, because there's things that you talk about when you're young that you learn from, and you be like, okay, that was dead wrong. And the only problem is now, after you've grown from it, it's already recorded. So all they gotta do is pull it back up.
Yeah, they're gonna say you haven't.
Yeah, you haven't grown from that. But so like, cause like her tweets were from 2012. But let's say, I mean, cause Twitter, people joined Twitter in 2009. That was over almost 10 years ago now. So it's been almost 10 years. And you have to think about what your mindset was 10 years ago as compared to now.
You right.
10 years ago, I was 22 in college, just getting out of college.
Mhm.
My mindset was completely different than it is now. Now, I'm not giving her an excuse because, I mean, like I said, she got too comfortable around black people for me. But I have to give her the benefit of the doubt and actually, like, if you just have to bring up the shit with her, you need to talk to her about it.
Because 25, I probably was down to go buy your job.
Yeah.
Cause a commotion.
Kick in the door,
Damn.
waving the fofo.
I'm here at AT&T right now, nigga. Where you at? I told them to bring me to the front desk. Like, where you at?
But yeah, so that was one thing that came up was the white racist lady. The other big thing that came up was everybody's suing Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So
the homie.
and 2K.
who?
Yeah,
And
see
2K.
that? He took
And 2K?
2K too. What the
Yeah.
Carlton dude?
Yeah, Alfonso Rivera.
Yeah, he's
I think he
suing
should.
the dude that made the
Flossie.
Millie Rock,
The Millie Rock dude, the little white boy backpack.
yeah, the backpack white boy
The
dude.
dude
Yeah,
that-
the Flossie thing.
Yeah, he should sue him too. That's his thing.
But the thing is, the white boy, he didn't come up with that good man, so
He do it with him.
he does it. He's what made it famous, but he's not the one that came up with it. Then that's what somebody said, like they don't know if he should sue, but still, same thing.
Get your money.
Same thing applies because Fortnite did like take all that, and then like all the publicity for Fortnite has been like these are all Fortnite dances.
Yeah,
The
Can
Millie Rock, all
Can
of
they, can they change the name?
yeah, they have different names on Fortnite.
Yeah.
that was smart.
Yeah, so they consider it theirs, but I mean it's intellectual property. So if somebody came up with it, then whoever came up with it and it is a recorder that's coming up with it first, they have a right to it legally. It's like it's technical. Yeah, I say get the money, man, because I don't trust these video game companies anyway.
Which at the end of the day, I don't think nobody would have said anything about trying to get money from them if they didn't try to change the name to it. It's like,
You should have said
but-
that it was a Carlton
Yeah.
dance.
but it's like Fortnite and 2K trying to be too smart and be like, okay, we go just in case some shit pop off, we'll just change the name, and it came back to bite me in the ass.
Yep. I mean, I think that like I said, I think that they should have just given credit. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing about, and that brings up the whole thing about like viral videos in general. Like, I always wonder how people get credit because like they're actually putting out like content and it goes viral, but they have no real legal claim to it, so people just use it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know a lot of people came up from that. Like, what's her name for the longest? The girl that made On Fleek. When she came up with the phrase On Fleek, she got nothing from it. She had a Vine video from like early, like 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it started coming out on clothing lines. Everybody started saying On Fleek, eyebrows on fleek, all that kind of shit. She came up with that. She came up with that on her own. She got absolutely nothing for it. They actually made a GoFundMe for her, like a couple of, like last year, year before. She made a GoFundMe so she could start getting money to actually build her own business because she's like, I've got nothing for everybody. And like Target had On Fleek shirts. Like, you can't. She was getting no money, and every company was using her phrase. And so like people are making these viral content, and people just using it because they're like, oh, it's on the internet, we can use that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so like that Fortnite shit is just crazy.
Until you get your stuff trademarked or something like that, or branded, and they be like, and you send cease and desist letters to everybody, get money.
Yeah, you can get your money because that shit is big. But I mean, rappers are doing it now. I mean, but they're actually giving credit to the people that are making it. Like Haha Davis had like a bunch of those. You know, he had a lot of videos that went viral.
Yeah, the guard video.
He had a guard video and all that. But like, and rappers were using
Big
it on their
Fella.
songs. Like Chance D, Big Fella on the coloring book, and like he started, you know, promoting that, and that, he actually became big off of that. So that's where it actually benefits them. Mm-hmm. Another person would be like the Kanye song on Ultra Light Beam had the little girl that was praying with her mama. Like that's another viral video that ended up making it into mainstream. And they got to make sure that these people that are making these viral videos are getting, you know, something for their content. So I think this suit against Fortnite is going to be big just for that much, for people actually getting claim to their content from viral videos.
Yeah, and like I said, the dude for the Millie Rock, he said that he was like, they talking about suing like to get money or whatever. But he was like, him and the other people wanted just to be acknowledged.
Yeah, you gotta
Be like, hey, you doing the Millie Rock? This is my shit. So everybody see the game and know this is my stuff.
Yeah, put my name on it.
Yeah, you ain't gotta give me no money for it. You just have to acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me and make sure I get it.
Basically, just acknowledge me.
All right, the last thing I saw was, did y'all see that it was a Facebook post, but it ended up making its rounds like all social media. But it was a girl on Facebook that posted a picture of her bills.
Oh,
And it
yeah,
was
she
like-
talking about, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, she ain't got no time for what you doing
It's like,
tax.
water.
Thank you.
Water 140 for water.
Yeah. So
She drinking that.
first of all, like her bills were all over the place because I was like, dog, what the fuck do you be doing? In fact, I saw two different posts. I saw one post that had like lower bills, and I think the other girl posted her bills and tried to make hers seem more realistic. But her bills were like ridiculous. Like she had $3,000 rent, $150 water bill.
Yeah, the other one was like $795 rent. I was like, where you staying?
Yeah.
So I can move there too.
Yeah, she
Damn,
had
my
low
friend
average.
is high as hell.
Yeah, she had $3,000 a month or something like that.
Yeah, that's the updated one. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Car
first
note
one,
$600, light bill $287.
something was like
Goddamn lights out,
400.
girl. Gas bill $178, water $187,
Yeah, that
cable
was like
$210, trash $45, cell phone
$500
$500.
for the cell phone. And I was like, dog, somebody said, what you got, Alltel?
$500.
$500, dog.
Miscellaneous
She had
$300.
everybody on the plan on the same plans.
The whole family she paying for. But the whole thing about that was, like, I don't understand why people keep posting shit on Facebook and Twitter and all those places and expect like positive responses from them.
Yeah.
I don't think people even want positive responses.
No,
They wanna go viral.
They want the negative
They
shit
Yeah.
want that clout.
because they know that negative shit sells.
Positive shit don't get nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
wow.
Like, I think my quote is very positive.
Well, cool.
Boys love me.
That's not positive at all.
Yeah.
Actually.
But they'll go.
Love.
But they'll go viral.
Love, because it has the word love is good.
They do love me. That's all I know about
But you calling them fuck boys though.
I call you what you are.
Call a spade a spade.
That's what you are.
I feel you. Well, I mean, my whole thing is, I think people just need to
Nigga.
cut back the negativity. Don't be pointing at people like that. But we gonna move on because we almost done anyway.
Bills.
So the Wusa segment. Alright, so the Wusa segment for today. Okay, so I saw a video actually on Facebook as well, and it was a girl on there talking about how women be single, like beautiful, educated, you know,
Preach.
strong women
Strong.
are remaining single.
Right.
And so she was trying to get people to kind of discuss why that is. And one of the things she said was that, you know, women are concentrating on, you know, the things that they think men want. So they like, man wants a beautiful woman, so they're going to be beautiful. And they do. Like, a lot of women are very beautiful. And they're like, well, you know, they want them to hold their own, so they're educated, they're strong, they don't need a man. So they stand strong on their own. So, you know, that should be appealing. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that they don't really adhere to is emotions. Like they don't adhere to like how a man feels when they're around them. Because they're like, well, you know, men don't really care about emotions. They just want somebody that's fine. Like they don't care about how they feel. Like nobody thinks about how a man feels. And so like my rule is that to just think about your relationships with people in general, but especially with that in regard to that segment with women and men, is that I think women really don't realize that men actually put a lot of stake in how they feel, like the intangibles.
Yeah.
You don't think we put a stake in intangibles? Intangibles? What do you think?
Men don't have feelings.
Oh, you a lie.
They don't have feelings till y'all fuck up. That's when I think.
No, okay. So let's say this. I'm gonna give you this example, and it's one of the examples she uses that like how does a man feel about telling you things? Okay, so how does he emotionally respond to being able to talk to you about something? So now, if a man approaches you and he knows that when he tells you something, it's a good chance you finna go off and be like, you know, you finna go left for no reason.
Pretty much.
Then he's not
Y'all take
going.
that back. Y'all don't got feelings. Y'all just don't like that type of stuff. Y'all don't want to deal with a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we feel some type of way about it, but we don't say anything. We just say, okay, I ain't finna fuck with her on that no more. Like I'm not finna talk to her about none of that anymore. And then women be like, see, he ain't even worried about it. No, he worried about it. He just know he can't deal with
Yeah,
you.
he can't deal with what you gonna do after I tell you.
Yeah.
And that's true.
So then he doesn't feel
We don't
comfortable
know how
opening
to
up.
handle certain things. Like certain things I haven't learned how to handle it. So that person won't tell me. Which is understandable. And I
Right.
might not handle it too well.
I mean, a lot of people don't. And the thing is, I think women a lot of times will handle things a certain way with men because they think, like you said, they ain't got no feelings, so I can just tell them exactly how I feel, and I can go off about this, and that because he be alright, you know, he ain't got no
Sometimes
feelings.
y'all say shit that I be like, damn, that hurt my feelings. You know me?
And that was gonna be the other caveat to this is that caveat to this was that
SAT word.
look it up, caveat, CAVEAT. But isn't that how you spell it? CAVEAT?
We're gonna keep moving because I think you left an eye.
There's no I in caveat, is it?
Nah, these niggas got so much feelings for their word.
Now I gotta look it up because I feel like
And that's when I get back.
Tripping.
no, I'm right. Okay, caveat, CAVEAT.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Anyway, so the other caveat to this was that it's important for men to do the same thing. It's important for men to realize that we
Sometimes
don't.
I say some rude shit.
I was gonna say men aren't always in touch with their emotions or with their reactions to emotions. So like even though we have emotions and we do have feelings, even though we don't know how to express them, the other thing we don't know how to do is deal with expressions of feelings.
Okay, so women should just, I believe, okay, ladies, take the time out to just listen. Maybe we need to like fall back and not be angry so much. I'm just speaking on me.
Mm-hmm.
Not to just sit back and be like, hey, you want to talk?
Yeah.
Little nigga,
But I mean, it goes both ways. Though.
That's part, but yeah.
It goes both ways.
let's talk.
Because I think the men need to take the time to actually listen to women and understand that okay, she may be emotional about this. I don't want to hurt her feelings. Maybe I should be careful how I respond.
But I feel like sometimes we talk so much that y'all ain't listen. Y'all hear about 30% of what we said. And be like, oh.
Well, I think that's an issue that men need to work on. You need to listen and retain information.
Yeah.
And
You're just saying, yeah, and okay.
okay. So like I said, I want to put both sides on this every time. So men need to be able to listen to information when it's given.
Yeah.
Women also need to know how to give information in the most concise way. Because once you start going into like all these different avenues within your story, you start to lose your audience. And that's not
You're
just
right.
men. That's like just speaking in general. If you're speaking to somebody and you start keep changing the subject,
Because I got AD&D, I'm gonna talk about AD, whatever.
ADD.
That's
You got ADHD.
HD.
Yeah. HD. Yeah. High definition.
High definition.
You got high definition ADD.
I'm gonna tell you the story about that. I tell you how I feel.
Yeah. But no, like that is hard for men to keep up with too. Is
Yeah.
when the subject keep changing, you're like, okay, well,
I can
I'm not
understand
listening no
why
more.
y'all. I understand why some of y'all really don't want to talk to us. Like, damn, I don't want to hear about like what? Really? We so defensive with things. I can just speak on myself. Maybe I'm more defensive.
It's people are defensive. I mean, a lot more women, but men are too. There's a lot of men that are really defensive too. And it's important that like this communication of emotions is open for both sides because it's important to know that your partner feels wanted. They want to feel wanted. They want to feel heard, and they want to feel acknowledged for things.
Acknowledge.
So like a lot of people, and like I said, a lot of women, and that's why I say it's a big thing for women, is because women really don't think men care about this stuff. They don't think men care
Y'all
to
want to
be.
be wanted?
Yes,
Acknowledged?
we want to be acknowledged. We want to be appreciated. We want you to actually say it. Sometimes you're like, you know, I really appreciate what you did for me. We may not even respond to it the way you think we should.
It doesn't have to be over the top of gesture.
Right.
It's just
Like
acknowledgement.
if I just bring out my tap shoes and just start to, I appreciate you.
Going back to the first segment, doing too
doing
much.
too much. You're doing too much.
I just want to let you know I appreciate you. Now you tell me I'm doing too much.
Yeah,
God damn.
And
I
then
can't make nothing right.
that situation, I know we playing, but that situation is really a good example of knowing how to respond. Because if that does happen, if you're like you tell somebody you want to be appreciated, they do bring out the tap shoes and they do the whole performance, you may be like, dog, you doing too much, but you can't say that. You have to be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
I've experienced that, and that comes off as a dirty phrase. When you tell somebody that they're doing too much, they just you know it's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, they feel like you kind of like bogging them down, whatever, because they feel like they're trying to express themselves.
Yeah.
And you tell them not to express themselves.
And then a lot of times you deal with people that like that's not even their personality to do all that, and then they do all that for you, and you be like, man, like why are you doing all this? And then now they feel like shit because they're like, damn, I did this for you.
Yeah.
So, I showed you my whole damn routine.
So you do have to be like for whoever you're talking to, who you're dealing with, you do have to be mindful of that. At the end of the day, like you say, you know it's coming from a good place, and some things you have to be like, hey, this is not something I'm going to go to bat for. I'm just going to be appreciative of it and keep it moving.
Appreciate people, make people feel comfortable, make people feel wanted, make people feel. One of the things that we talked about here, and I'm gonna end with this. One of the things we talked about here not too long ago was just we talked about being peace for somebody, and so like one of the ways that you know that you are peaceful, and we talked about like you walk into like somebody's house and you can feel the difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's that feeling that is important, and it's not the monetary things. It's not how fine you are. It's not how much money you make. It's not how stable you are in your job. It's the feeling that keeps your relationship going. So if you don't feel anything in that relationship, that emotional connection, that's where you're going to have a problem. And I think that's what you were talking about in the video was just that, women focus so much on, I'm a catch because I got this, and this on paper and look at my pictures, I'm fine as fuck. And I worked on my body, look at me, look at what I can do. And then, and I can fuck. Like, my head game on point. Like I checked off every checklist, but a man don't even feel comfortable around you.
Right. You bring no peace.
You don't bring no peace. He don't even feel like he can talk to you.
You got all those chicks. I don't know, saying all the boxes checked and everything else, but you thinking you just this great catch. But when you get up in the room and he's in another room, he hear you moving, he's grimacing. So he's like, oh, here she comes.
Yeah, here she comes. I'm finna. What mood is she gonna be in today? And what am I gonna have to deal with today?
Yeah.
And when you get that feeling, all the other shit don't even matter no more. Like all the great shit that you have going on, your beauty, your job, everything that you got going on, none of that shit matters because that man doesn't feel comfortable.
Why you keep looking over here?
Because I'm getting that feel.
he say you make him feel uncomfortable.
I bring peace.
I'm like, because like just when you said that, I already felt in my spirit. I was like, she's finna say some shit. Look, here you come.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you just look over there. He saw your eyes, look at him, and knew something was coming.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel what you're saying. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I ain't that person peace. It might not be that nigga peace.
It be like that, man. It be like that.
Yeah.
He gonna be alright. He gonna keep on doing it.
That's the remedy.
That is the remedy. He gonna be alright.
He gonna be alright.
The remedy is you gonna be alright, man. Alright, so anybody got anything else? We're gonna round it out.
Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your Christmas.
Anything coming up? Anything big?
I'm going to Memphis.
You always going somewhere, man.
Where's your
Memphis? That's what's up. That's what's up. Memphis sounds like a good trip.
Heard it was country and cold. That's some great coming out. Like,
I'm headed home on Sunday to Corpus because Christmas is on Tuesday. And I'll be back up here on probably Wednesday to Houston. So got nothing big going on. Just Christmas time. Trying to do some Christmas love.
Yeah. Everybody enjoy your holiday.
Enjoy your holiday season. Enjoy your family.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your side chick something nice. She's been there through the years.
Wow.
Got to. Hit up December 26th.
Yeah, December 26th.
Or the 24th.
Side chick Christmas Day.
Make sure she got her stuff.
No, you don't do Christmas Eve with side chick.
You just give her her gift and you go to your real house.
No, you get. She's waiting for the day after because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are reserved for family and close people.
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't have no side chicks.
No,
I don't know.
said you had to spend time. Drop my damn gift off and move me alone.
He want to spend some time with you.
Yeah, she basically saying she know her role as the side chick.
Yeah, that's for the people that know.
I don't know what they're talking about. I never had that.
That's for the people that know. If you know that you the side chick, then you be like, hey, just drop it off. I know you got to get to your family.
Oh, the people that don't know. He's going to come the 26th.
Yeah, he's going to come on the 26th if you don't know.
Yeah.
If you don't know, he's going to say, I just want to tell my family so we can spend time the next day.
Yeah.
All day together.
Yeah.
Well, as always, we hope you have laughed a little. learned a lot from this conversation, and we hope we have helped you find the remedy to whatever's troubling you. This is What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, y'all.